Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most explosive storylines to hit General Hospital in a long time. Buckle up because this one has betrayal, scandal, and an emotional hurricane brewing that's about to leave Port Charles in complete chaos. At the center of it all? Willow Tate, who's about to learn that trusting the wrong people can turn your whole world upside down. Let's get into it. Willow's impossible choice, blood versus betrayal. Willow Tate thought she was beginning a new chapter in her life, one where she could finally find her footing after the whirlwind of heartbreak she's endured. But just when she started to believe in second chances, she's blindsided by a betrayal so deep it threatens to unravel everything she holds dear. For months, Willow has leaned on her mother, Nina Reeves, as she navigated her painful separation from Michael Corinthos. Nina, despite their rocky history, had become her confidant, the one person who seemed to understand her emotional turmoil. But what if that trust was nothing more than an illusion? As Willow begins to piece together the truth, that her own mother was secretly involved with Drew Quartermaine behind her back, she is left with a devastating question: who does she turn to now? Will she cling to the idea that blood is thicker than water and try to mend her fractured bond with Nina? Or will she cut ties completely, realizing that Nina's version of love has always come with conditions and secrets? But the betrayal doesn't end there, because Drew, the man she was beginning to see as a possible new future, isn't innocent in this mess either. And once Willow confronts him, she'll be forced to make an even bigger decision. Can she forgive him, or will she walk away from both of them for good? Willow's Fury, a showdown that will shake Port Charles. When the truth comes to light, it won't be a quiet realization. It's going to explode like a grenade, with Willow right at the center of the blast zone. Picture this: Willow storming into Drew's new place, her eyes blazing with fury, demanding answers while both Nina and Drew scramble to justify their actions. They'll try to convince her that their involvement wasn't meant to hurt her, that it was simply an unexpected connection, but Willow won't be buying any of it. In this moment, she'll realize something that will shake her to the core: Nina and Drew are more alike than she ever realized. Both are manipulators in their own ways, both made choices behind her back, and both have now left her feeling utterly alone. Will this confrontation push Willow into a full-on breakdown, causing her to lash out in ways we've never seen before? Or will she turn cold and calculated, plotting the perfect way to make them both regret their betrayal? One thing is for sure: the Quartermaine family is about to be rocked like never before. The unexpected fallout: who will Willow choose? This isn't just about betrayal, it's about survival. Willow has been through enough heartbreak to last a lifetime, and now she has to decide who, if anyone, she's willing to let back into her life. Drew may have been her temptation while she was still with Michael, but now that she knows he was simultaneously involved with her mother, can she ever truly trust him again? And what about Nina? Was she ever truly interested in rebuilding her relationship with her daughter, or was she simply manipulating Willow's emotions to suit her own needs? The lines between love and betrayal have never been blurrier, and Willow is standing at a crossroads. Does she cut them both out and start fresh, finding strength in her independence? Or does she choose to salvage one of these relationships, risking more heartbreak in the process? Drew's role: a victim or a villain? For a long time, Drew Quartermaine has been seen as the strong, steady figure in Willow's life. The one person who seemed to genuinely understand her pain. But now, with the revelation of his secret relationship with Nina, his entire image is being called into question. Did he ever truly care about Willow, or was she just another emotional escape for him? If he pursued Nina while knowing Willow was confiding in her about him, was he playing a cruel game, or was he simply lost in his own emotions? And here's the biggest question of all: if Willow gives him another chance, will he prove that he's worth it, or will he break her heart all over again? With everything crumbling around him, Drew will have to fight harder than ever to prove he's not the villain in this story. But will Willow even be willing to listen? The ultimate betrayal, Nina's true intentions exposed. From the moment Nina Reeves discovered she was Willow's biological mother, she has worked tirelessly to earn her daughter's trust. She played the doting, supportive parent, always ready to lend an ear or offer advice. But now, everything she's built is on the verge of collapse. Did Nina ever really care about Willow's happiness, or was she just manipulating the situation to her advantage? She had every opportunity to come clean about her relationship with Drew, but she chose to keep it a secret. And that choice could cost her the one thing she's always wanted, a relationship with her daughter. Willow might have been willing to forgive the past, but this betrayal might be the final straw. And when Willow turns her back on Nina for good, the question will remain, was it worth it? Final thoughts, the aftermath of deception. As the dust settles and the truth is finally out, one thing is certain, nothing in Port Charles will ever be the same again. Willow has a choice to make, one that will define her future. Will she choose blood, standing by her mother despite the lies? Will she choose love, fighting for a second chance with Drew? Or will she choose herself, walking away from both of them and finally breaking free from the chaos? No matter what she decides, one thing is clear, the aftershocks of this betrayal will be felt for a long time to come. So, what do you guys think? Will Willow forgive, or is she about to go full scorched earth mode on Drew and Nina? Next, we're diving into one of the most shocking twists to hit Port Charles in a long time. Accusations, betrayals, and a race against time, this storyline is packed with tension, and you won't believe how it all unfolds. Stick with me as we break down every juicy detail, from Drew's dangerous deception to Carly and Nina's unexpected alliance. Let's get into it. A truth too big to hide, Carly and Nina's reluctant alliance in a town where alliances shift like quicksand. Nothing is more surprising than seeing Carly Spencer and Nina Reeves on the same side. The two women, usually at odds over family, power, and past betrayals, find themselves with a common enemy, Drew Quartermaine. Once Jason Morgan is arrested for the murder of Cyrus Renault, Carly refuses to sit back and let her best friend take the fall for a crime she knows he didn't commit. She's been through hell and back with Jason, and if there's one thing she's certain of, it's that he's being framed. Enter Nina, who has her own reasons for wanting to take Drew down. Suspicious from the start, she senses that Drew is hiding something. And when she finally gets him to admit that he lied about Jason's alibi, she realizes she has the leverage she needs. But there's one problem, Drew doesn't think Nina can prove it. That's where Carly comes in. With Jason's fate hanging in the balance, Nina and Carly put aside their personal differences and join forces. They know the truth, but knowing it isn't enough, they need cold, hard proof. Together, they embark on a relentless mission to find the evidence that will expose Drew's lie once and for all. The hunt for the truth. Will Carly and Nina take Drew down? It's a race against time. Jason sits behind bars, falsely accused, while Drew walks free, his deception still holding strong. Carly and Nina know that if they don't act fast, Jason could be convicted for a murder he didn't commit. The question is, where is the proof? Perhaps there's security footage from the night of the murder, something that places Jason at Drew's home at the time Cyrus was killed. Maybe there's an overlooked phone call, a witness, or even a forgotten piece of evidence that will shatter Drew's alibi. One thing is certain, Carly and Nina won't stop until they find it. Their alliance is uneasy, after all, they've never exactly trusted each other, but for the sake of justice, and taking down a man who betrayed them both, they're willing to work together. And when they finally get their hands on the evidence that exposes Drew's lie, it's game over for him. Drew's dangerous lie, will his plan backfire? Drew Quartermain made a calculated decision when he chose to lie about Jason's whereabouts on the night of Cyrus Renault's murder. But was it worth it? At first, his plan seems to be working. When Anna Devane interrogates him to corroborate Jason's alibi, Drew sees an opportunity, and he takes it. With a straight face, he tells Anna that Jason was not with him at the time of the murder, contradicting Jason's statement and ensuring Jason's arrest. Why would Drew do this? Is it jealousy, revenge, or something deeper? Maybe he resents Jason for always being the one people rally around. Maybe he's tired of living in Jason's shadow. Or perhaps he simply sees this as his chance to reshape his own destiny, consequences be damned. But there's one thing Drew didn't count on, Nina's persistence and Carly's unshakable determination. As they work behind the scenes to uncover the truth, Drew starts to feel the pressure. The walls are closing in, and it's only a matter of time before his carefully constructed lie comes crashing down. Jason's arrest, can he prove his innocence? For Jason Morgan, this isn't his first time behind bars, but this time, it's different. When he's arrested for Cyrus Renault's murder, Jason knows he's being set up. He was at Drew's house, trying to convince his brother to make peace for the sake of their children. But instead of backing him up, Drew turns his back on Jason and tells the police that he wasn't there at all. Jason is stunned. He knows Drew is lying, but proving it won't be easy. With limited options, Jason relies on the one person he knows will fight for him no matter what, Carly Spencer. And sure enough, Carly is already on the warpath, determined to clear Jason's name and expose Drew's deception. But will it be enough? Or will Jason pay the price for a crime he didn't commit? The moment of reckoning, will Drew finally face justice? When Carly and Nina finally gather the proof they need, there's no turning back. They confront Drew with the evidence, and for the first time, his confidence begins to crack. He's been backed into a corner, and now, the only question is, will he confess, or will he continue the lie? Anna Devane is waiting for answers, the PCPD is ready to reopen the case, and Jason's future hangs in the balance. If Drew doubles down, he could dig himself into an even deeper hole. But if he admits the truth, he risks losing everything, his credibility, his freedom, and possibly even his place in the Quartermain family. One thing is clear, the fallout will be huge. Final thoughts. A betrayal no one saw coming. Port Charles has seen its fair share of betrayals, but this one will go down as one of the most shocking. Drew's lie about Jason's alibi has set off a chain reaction of events that will impact everyone involved. Carly and Nina's alliance has changed the game. Can they really set aside their differences, or will their temporary truce crumble once the truth is out? Jason's fight for freedom is far from over, and the scars of this betrayal will run deep. Drew's fate now rests in the hands of the people he betrayed. Will he be able to recover from this, or is his downfall inevitable? One thing's for sure, Port Charles will never be the same. What do you guys think? Will Carly and Nina take Drew down before it's too late? Will Jason finally be free, or will Drew find a way to save himself? Next, we're diving into a sizzling General Hospital spoiler that is sure to bring drama, heartbreak, and a whole lot of steamy tension. Miami is about to be the setting for an unforgettable showdown between love, lust, and lingering regrets. With Brad Cooper desperate to win back his ex-husband, Dr. Lucas Jones, and the unexpected arrival of the charming and seductive Gunter, things are about to get messy. Will Brad succeed in reigniting the flame with Lucas, or will Gunter swoop in and steal the show? Stick with me as we break it all down. Brad's heartbreak, a Miami gamble that ends in disaster. Brad Cooper had high hopes when he booked his ticket to Miami. He saw the upcoming medical conference as the perfect chance to reconnect with Lucas, to remind him of the love they once shared, and, if everything went according to plan, convince him that they deserved another shot. But fate had other ideas. Lucas, determined to move on from the pain Brad caused him in the past, had other distractions waiting for him in the form of Gunter, a striking model with confidence, charm, and no reservations about making his interest in Lucas known. As Brad watches the two men grow closer, the painful reality sets in: he might have lost Lucas for good. Seeing his ex-husband give in to Gunther's flirtations leaves Brad crushed. The Miami trip that was supposed to be his second chance has become a cruel reminder of everything he threw away. And as he stands on the sidelines, watching Lucas embrace the possibility of a new romance, Brad is left wondering, was coming to this conference his biggest mistake? Lucas's bold move, a statement of independence for Lucas, Miami was never about rekindling old flames. After everything he went through with Brad, the deception, the heartbreak, the betrayal, he wasn't about to let himself fall back into the same cycle. That part of his life was over. Or at least, that's what he told himself. And what better way to prove it than by making a bold move? Lucas knows Brad wants him back. He can feel the longing in every glance, in every hesitant conversation they share. But he also knows that Brad is a master manipulator, someone who has always found a way to twist a situation to his advantage. So, when Gunter makes it clear that he's interested, Lucas sees an opportunity. Not just for a night of passion, but for a statement. Inviting Gunter into his bed isn't just about attraction, it's about proving to himself that he's ready to move on. Brad may be watching, he may be fuming, but this isn't about him. This is about Lucas reclaiming his life, on his own terms. And for the first time in a long time, he feels like he's finally doing just that. Brad's desperation, sabotage in the name of love? Brad has never been one to back down from a challenge, especially when it comes to getting what he wants. So, when he realizes that Gunter is a real threat to his reconciliation plans, his mind immediately shifts into damage control mode. He knows he has to act fast if he's going to keep Gunter and Lucas apart. But the question is, how far will he go? Will he attempt to set Gunter up with someone else, hoping to distract him with another romantic interest? Will he lie to Gunter outright, telling him that he and Lucas are already back together to scare him away? Or, and this is peak Brad, will he resort to absolute chaos, like pulling a fire alarm to interrupt their romantic evening? Whatever he decides, one thing is for sure, Brad will stop at nothing to keep Gunter from taking Lucas away from him. And honestly, watching Brad try, and likely fail, to execute his desperate schemes could be hilariously entertaining. Gunther's confidence, will he steal Lucas's heart? Gunter didn't come to Miami looking for love. As a model on assignment, he had other things on his mind: photo shoots, networking, and maybe a little fun along the way. But the moment he crosses paths with Lucas, everything changes. He sees something in Lucas that intrigues him, someone who is caught between the past and the future, struggling to define what he really wants. And Gunter? He's more than happy to help Lucas figure it out. Unlike Brad, Gunter doesn't play games. He doesn't need to manipulate or deceive, he's confident in what he brings to the table. And when he flirts with Lucas, he makes it clear that there's no pressure, no baggage, just a man who is genuinely interested in him. And that's exactly what Lucas needs right now. The question is, will Lucas let himself fall for someone new? Or will Brad's desperate attempts to intervene throw everything off course? A love triangle full of twists. Who will win Lucas's heart? So, where does all of this leave us? Lucas is at a crossroads, torn between a past that still lingers and a future that is full of possibilities. Brad is fighting a losing battle, refusing to accept that he may have already lost the one person he wants most. And Gunter is the wild card, the newcomer who might just prove to be exactly what Lucas has been searching for all along. Will Brad succeed in his mission to sabotage Lucas and Gunther's budding romance? Will Lucas allow himself to let go of the past and embrace something new? Or will Miami be the place where everything finally comes to a head, leading to a confrontation that none of them saw coming? Final thoughts. Miami changes everything. One thing is certain, this medical conference will be anything but professional. What started as a routine work trip has turned into a battlefield of emotions, where old wounds are reopened, and new connections are forged. Brad came to Miami thinking he had a plan. But Lucas is the one who will decide how this story ends. And when the dust settles, someone's heart is going to be broken. So, what do you guys think? Will Brad get Lucas back, or is it time for him to finally let go? Will Gunther be the new man in Lucas's life, or is this just a fling?
Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.